printing your own money. Yes, and spending it legally. I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. Okay, it's not just totally clickbait, I promise. Okay, really. So the other day, it's salsa making season. I'm making salsa, right? Salsa, wherever you're from, making salsa right now. Picking things out of the garden and putting them in the pantry in the form of salsa, because my family loves salsa, and we make really good salsa. We have secret ingredients and methods that we use to make our salsa. Tastes so good. It will win blind taste contests. I've won a number of blind taste contests that my friends have done in the past, or other people I know have done in the past. I've entered it in. We make really good salsa. So Tim goes to the store the other day, and this was a pepper grown in our garden, and he notices that the peppers now are 89 cents a piece. 89 cents a piece for a green pepper. He came home, he told me this, and I'm like, what? I cannot believe what I'm hearing. Because just a couple of years ago, I remember these were like 10, 12, 13 cents a piece at the grocer. 13, so let's just say 13 cents. 13 cents. Now, the powers that be will tell you that inflation is only running at between 2 and maybe 4%. Maybe 5% inflation rate right now. That's insane. Let's look at the math. There's a calculator over at Calculator Soup. It's called the Percentage Increase Calculator. And if you go from 13 to 89% and you calculate it, you get an increase of 584%. That's a 584% increase. So literally, folks, if you grow out and you make a garden, you grow a garden and you grow your own green peppers, you're literally printing your own money. That's literally what it's doing. Because here you have a product, something that someone grew, whether it's me, you, anyone, doesn't matter. It's in the store, and you've seen an increase of over 500% in the last couple of years. Because, it wasn't last year. Last year, we didn't make any salsa. I didn't make any salsa. It was a couple years ago. Okay, I didn't really do a garden last year. I let my land rest. Last year, I didn't do anything, but the year before, 13 cents, and now it's almost $1, $1. Almost $1 for one of these. Let me know what go to your local grocer. Okay, stop the video. Go to your local grocer right now, because I know most of you are in the cities and the suburbs. It's only 5 minutes down the road. Let me know what a green pepper costs, and then put it in the comments below. Excuse me. I'd love to know what a green pepper costs in your area. Right now, it's 89 cents in our local area. That's crazy. In an area where it's rural, and a lot of people grow their own, and it's still 89 cents. You might be paying $1.50 for your organic. Because this is an organic. We grew this ourselves. Okay, this is one of Tim's peppers that he grew. Good grief, folks. If you have a garden and you're growing your own food, if you're raising your own livestock, it's literally today, right now, like printing your own money. It's like printing your own money. Because this is worthless. You say, Jack, if it's worthless, send it over to me. I'll take care of it for you. You're literally losing buying power by the day. Pretty soon, you'll be able to light these on fire because they won't be worth anything. Let me give you another example. Yesterday, also, Tim grew some echinacea in the garden. He has some echinacea growing out there. And so I picked some of the echinacea. I filled up a quart jar, and I filled it with vodka because I like having certain tinctures. And these are really good for your immune system. They're good for so many things. You make a tea, and you take a spoonful of this in the wintertime every so often. You put it in your tea, mix it with a little bit of honey or something in your tea, and it's really good immune support. And right now, the whole world's worried about their immune system. Or they're going out and pumping their body full of a bunch of chemicals. But, normal people who still care about their immune system naturally can use things like this, echinacea. It was free. I went out there. I'm sorry, I put vodka in here. So the vodka cost about $20. I only used about a pint of vodka. So what does that cost? You do the math on that. It was a huge glass bottle of Nordic vodka. Anyway, But I make my own echinacea tincture. It's going to be in the pantry for the next couple months, in a nice dark pantry, sitting there, ready to be used in the wintertime when winter comes. Let's see the price of that. So right now, a website, VitaCost, a website that we have an account at, I can go buy echinacea tincture, 1 ounce for $12. $12. If I pull up the calculator and I do 12 times 16, because I figure I'll get about 16 ounces of tincture out of this 1 quart after I remove everything inside of it, I'll be left with about 16 ounces. That's almost $200 worth of product that we grew ourselves, that you could do yourself and not have, the Gaia goddess, false god, she's a bare-breasted fertility goddess. You wouldn't have to have that on your bottle that you order from VitaCost. And you could do it yourself at home and save that money. It's literally like printing your own money. Literally, you're printing your own money and you're spending it legally. The Treasury agent is not coming after you for this because you've basically sidestepped their entire fiat system and you've made your own. $200 worth right here. $200 is the going rate right now for 1 ounce, for 16 ounces of what's inside this bottle. It's like printing your own money. Other examples. So I'm pretty particular about the salsa I do eat. So I like the Newman's Own. I like Newman's Own for a lot of stuff because they don't put a bunch of garbage chemicals in most of their products. But Newman's Own salsa, it's good salsa. It's a medium. And right there you go. What's this cost? Like $4? I made it myself. I grew it myself. It's like printing your own money. You have Pacific Foods organic free-range chicken broth. Chicken broth. It's an organic chicken broth. You make it yourself. It's like printing your own money. See, this is the benefit of homesteading, especially in times like this, where you can go out and you can print your own money and legally spend it. Because I'm spending this when I eat it. I'm spending it. This is printing my own money. I just printed my own money. This is 89 cents I just printed. By going out to the garden and picking it off the plant. I've legally printed my own money and spent it. If you haven't taken notice yet, this system is going down. We're either going to have a deflationary collapse. See, it's like heroin. Having lost my wife to cancer, I can tell you that the drugs killed her long before the cancer did, back in 2019. There was a solemn moment where me and Tim were talking, and we realized that she was addicted to the drugs, the painkillers, the morphine, the opioids that they had her on. And the economy is the same way right now. When you pump fiat dollars into an economy, it's like a heroin, it's like a drug. And your only way, if you take that fiat surplus away that you're pumping into the economy, you're going to have a crash, because when you take away heroin from an addict, they're going to crash. It's going to be hard for that addict to get off of that drug. And if you keep pumping that drug into that patient, or if you keep pumping that surplus, that fiat into the economy, you have what's called a hyperinflation. The economy will die. You'll have to get rid of that fiat and replace it with something else. And that's the reality of the situation. The heroin, the opioids, the morphine eventually killed my wife before the cancer did. And that's what's happening to this economy right now. But it takes someone who's gone through that experience to see and make that analogy and make that comparison, as harsh of a reality as that is. That's what we're seeing here today. We're seeing our entire economy on heroin. You're just continuing to pump more of that money in, and all it's doing is making things like this that used to be a dime, now $1, almost $1. And at some point, this will either be taken away and a crash will occur, a 1920s style deflationary depression, or you will have an inflationary event like Zimbabwe. That's what you're going to have. And I keep harping on this on my channel, and there's still people in the comments who think I'm crazy, but if you're obviously not doing any grocery shopping, you're obviously not buying anything, you're obviously not living in the reality of the world that we're all living in, because everyone else is seeing it. We're all seeing it. We're all seeing it. Everything is going up in price right now. And this is becoming more and more worthless by the day. By the day. Leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know if I'm crazy. Let me know if you think I'm off my rocker here, because I don't see it. I think we're headed for a massive hyperinflation because the powers that be have already said they will not have a deflationary event. They will not have a 1920s, 1930s style depression collapse. They want to keep the stock market up, and they'll keep pumping this full of money because they have $100 trillion of unfunded liabilities as our national debt right now. And there's no way that debt can be paid unless you inflate the currency beyond any reasonable measurement. And that's what's happening. So that they can pay off those liabilities. They have to. It's the only way they can get by. And they'll come up with something else. In the meantime, you can go out to your garden, put some seeds in the ground, and print this legally and spend it. All right, leave a like before you go. Make sure you check out our teespring.com. The reason we're in this mess is because stupid doesn't hurt anymore. If stupid hurt, we wouldn't be in this mess. So buy one of the t-shirts down below at teespring.com. Links in the description below. Our best-selling shirt by far. And let everyone know you like the homestead. Hey, have you made your own salsa yet this year? It's salsa making season right now. Be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know your recipe even. And I'll leave the 2 secret ways to make great salsa in the description below that we use to make great salsa. I'll leave that in the description, but let me know in the comment area how you make your salsa. What's one of your secret ways to make salsa, secret ingredients if you have any. I appreciate that. Okay, it helps with the algorithm if you do that. All right, guys. See you next time on the Homestead. Bye. Hey, guys. I'm happy to introduce an American Homestead sponsor, Zervita Zeal. Now, first off, I only accept sponsors from products that I use and believe in. My family uses Zeal mainly because we want to ensure a healthy immune system. You see, it's made up of only whole food concentrates and includes no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. The included sweetener is all natural from fruit and the stevia leaf. It's gluten-free, it's vegan, and it's kosher. In 2018, my youngest son was involved in a bike accident that resulted in the surgical removal of his spleen, and that's an important part of his immune system. And because we live on a farm, you can guess that having a healthy immune system for our family is very important. Some of the included ingredients are beetroot, chicory root, turmeric, moringa, blueberries, cranberry, goji berry, milk thistle, ginseng, alfalfa, broccoli, and so much more. It's these natural ingredients that can easily be made into a powerful and tasty drink that my family can make and feel good about. So sign up and give it a try today. Every purchase you make goes to help the homestead so that we can continue to make great homesteading videos for you. Link is in the description below. Go ahead, give it a try. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.